Thank you for listening to It's On Us podcast. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and enjoy the episode.
So, Jacob, as your close and personal brother and friend, what is wrong with you? What is on your mind? And
Nothing.
get it off your chest because it's written all over your face.
Listen, I want you to understand it's okay to feel your feels and open up.
Oh no, just having kids, just having a teenager. She went to Cedar Point today.
Okay.
I got everything straightened out with her past. The only thing I couldn't get straightened out was her picture. Said take your temps. It matches your birthday, matches your address, and it matches everything.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, send me my ID. So I just sent her ID. Well, give me the Cedar Point login. Why? Why do you need, Taylor? You have your pass on your Apple Wallet. You have the ID code I just sent you. You don't need anything else. I sent you the backup screenshot of the website yesterday. I said you are good.
Right.
You have 3 forms of identifying this is your pass.
Is she freaking out? Like
I still need to log in. Taylor, what's all login going to establish? Everything I just gave you, just so you got to do more steps. It's like no.
You're trying to make
stop.
it easier for her, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm like, I'm recording. Well, how'd you get my ID? It was in my email. It was a quick access. Man, wait till you have a teenager, Cliff.
So it sounds like she wanted to do stuff her way stubbornly, and
she met with the wrong person because I'm just as stubborn as
right.
people.
I get it. Oh, that sounds funny.
You want to control the technology, not her.
And I was gonna say, I mean, with technology,
She don't need to log into shit.
I was gonna say, probably is there like financial information on there too, like cards and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, she trying to run it up.
Like she could put add-on to her pass, which I know she wouldn't, but
You
you
never
still
know.
don't need the fucking login.
All of a sudden, she has a season pass. Like,
She
what
said,
the
log in. No, I'm going to
Not even
City.
that.
I'm
He
going
gonna
all
wake
that.
up tomorrow and see a big ass withdrawal out of his account
No,
talking
I don't
about she
see-
done bought
hey.
snacks.
This is how I get. This
Bears.
is how I'm good with finances, though. I don't have any of my login bank information.
Good.
Shanta has all that. I'm like, all right.
Oh.
She tells me how much money we have. She tells me what bills we got coming up. I tell her what I want to buy. She's like, okay.
No, okay, see, I understand
I don't
that
log
to
in.
some
I don't.
aspect.
I don't
do.
have the login because I don't want to see the numbers because I trust her with money more than I trust myself with money.
You would need an accountant if it wasn't for Shanta.
I'm dead ass serious. Dead ass serious.
I mean, at some space, man.
Well,
you gotta,
But that's
To-
why
to a
those
certain
job
extent.
space exists, though.
To a certain
There's
extent,
business
I would
advisors
need-
and money advisors, financial advisors.
I would
Some
need.
people
I
need
would need somebody to a certain extent. Yes.
Right.
I've gotten better. She's helped me get better to where I don't have those impulse buys anymore for like a $60 game. Like every new game that used to come out.
Oh, you a
That's
little
like-
kid.
Man, you landed.
I got a couple
of
friends like that, and I do not understand
But
that
now-
frame of mind. Like, it is a game. Wait, and it's actually half off.
Right. So that's what I do now. Like on Black Friday, get it half price. I'm gonna get it. You know
There
what I
you
mean?
go.
You know, it's kind of funny. Yesterday we were at the steak fry at our local Croatian club.
Shout out.
Shout out.
And Jacob wanted to keep playing the pool tabs, and Shanta. Now I get it. Now I understand. I didn't understand that part of it where he don't have any control of finances at all. And it was like she was like, "Really again? No." We're like, so he was like, "I got a cash app. I'll send Nick."
So you have a spending impulse.
I do.
Yes.
To a certain extent.
Yes.
Yes. I have a very.
You're like a little kid in a candy shop. When you know you have
Some
the money to
situ-
buy something, you going for the gusto.
If in some situations, yes. Like it's not like you might have it for shoes. I don't have it for shoes.
Okay.
I have it for like convenience. Like if we're both lazy and we don't want to cook, convenience. Oh, let's get food out. That's something I have to work on. She checks me about it. It's a back and forth because I have to learn. Hey, look, Jake, stop being so fucking lazy and make some fucking food.
I think that's a common issue. though,
But
with
sometimes
everybody.
I look at it not even just being lazy, just being proactive of the day. If I know we're gonna have a busy day, and who's gonna want to come home and cook? Nobody. Like, don't nobody want to come home after a busy day out in the sun and stand over a hot stove or grill.
I can't sit here and shake my head up and down. I mean, I have done that, but
I've
I know
done it too.
I feel you, but
I would
done it
have my
too.
elders who are passed away right now turning in their grave if I complain. You know how many old people,
Right.
like your ancestors, turning in their grave? Like, I wish this boy would keep complaining. You know how many times I came home
But-
from a 90-hour shift?
But what I'm saying is, for the
house full of
convenience of it,
90-hour
being there,
shift,
that's how I think about it. Like, babe,
That's how it feel back in the day.
right? Because I'm like, babe,
Getting
I know
paid
you don't
close to
want to
nothing.
cook. I don't want to cook. It's more convenient. But then I got that. Why waste money when the food's in the freezer that I can literally
Right.
just cook?
I feel you, though. I do.
I guess it's because
So-
the way life is set up, everything is so fast paced. You
Yes.
kind of have to slow down and
Technology,
Yeah,
technology,
like I even started like at my job now. It does blend with technology because like that also accelerates the way you think, the way you move. But I know for me, like in my workspace, I started packing my lunches. Now I'm saving more money because I'm not going out, stop at the gas
Smart.
station. Like that's just extra spending that you
Food prep.
more mindful of. But yeah, Jacob, I would say you got to grab control of your finances.
And if nobody
I'm
really got
good.
the hidden gem within that conversation, get you a great and good woman. She will be your financial advisor if you have bad impulsive spending habits. Or if you're a woman, get a great man who's going to check you sometimes, and not because he's controlling you or your pocket. Same for the men, but they just care enough to see you grow financially because they ain't trying to stick around. Because let me just put it this way: romance plus what did somebody used to say? They said, "Oh, hold on, it's funny." Romance with no finance is a nuisance. Nobody wants to be in a broke relationship.
True.
That's fact.
Because you know why? Love don't pay the bills.
No, it does not.
There you go.
I'm sorry, I can love you all I want, but if I'm hungry every night,
yeah,
I can't wipe my ass.
But it's funny though because like me and Shanta, like we have that yin and yang.
man.
It's like she's
I
more.
think you've said
of-
that yin and yang almost
I
every
love
episode.
it. It's an easy reference and it relates to almost everything.
yes.
It's prominent in your life, this yin and yang, right?
Yes.
So are you the yin or the yang?
I believe.
You don't even know which color is which.
Fair. Not gonna lie, I know it's black and white, and there's a black spot and the white spot, and a white spot and the black spot. Good and bad, and bad and good. That's what it symbolizes. So, anyways,
Yeah.
she's more of the saver. She's more of the let's make sure we got a nice cushion in the savings account, which is smart.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also, babe, it's not gonna make anything sitting in the savings account. It's just gonna be there. We gotta invest in something, invest in ourselves, take a trip because it's just gonna sit there.
Oh, he wants to say it. See, he's trying to spend it.
No, I kind of get him because my dad said this at one point in time. You want to spend your money, like to put some away for a rainy day, but you don't live to work. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So it's okay to sometimes splurge and struggle a bit and build back up if you're not really investing to make bigger money. You can splurge here and there, but don't make it a habit to where you need assistance.
Well,
Exactly.
see, like going back to your quote, like comparing it. If you had two Jacobs in a relationship,
Oh,
God damn.
y'all would be smelling like butt, cheese, and feet, smoking roach blunts. It'd be all bad.
it'd be rough.
Be struggling.
Might have the Dungeon 2.0. I ain't coming over, brother. Mike, you can't be in this shit.
Go get yourself a glass. It's just McDonald's cups.
The plastic ones, the large ones.
Collectible. You got Odell Beckham in there.
Oh, Baker Mayfield.
No, that's funny though, man. Yeah.
Bring out the good ones.
But no, yeah.
plastic up there.
But yeah, Jacob, on a serious note though, yeah, I think that, in a relationship though, you do want to, it's okay to feed off your partner, but like don't depend on your partner because say some, God forbid something happened to Shanta financially, what are you going to do?
Ooh, that's a great question.
like if I was put in charge of it,
And
like-
Parker, you got to think about Parker.
if I was put in charge of, I've actually thought about shit like that. But as far as being a single parent, like I don't have a doubt in my mind I couldn't do it. But I would also rely on my village to do it too.
That's facts.
Because it takes a village. And as far as finances, I've thought about that too. Like, oh shit, if I'm ever put in responsible for how much money we have, okay, how am I going to make sure I'm going to make the right decisions with this? Basically, yeah. And I would just have to teach myself and just really write things out, have a budget, stick to that budget, and not fuck up.
And teach your son that in the process.
Yeah, you gotta learn on
Yes.
the fly.
And
in that case.
and if I was ever solely responsible for the finances, I would take up several financial literacy courses too.
Basically, you just got to put it off your, like, what your income is. I tell Celia all the time, she knows this, I'm like, you spend more than you make, and that's the issue.
That's not good.
Yes, yep.
Because you're constantly in debt, so you got to, like, make an adjustment to, like, do I really want to go out this weekend? Do I really want to buy this? You just got to, I guess, organize a little bit.
I've dated somebody like that before, but leave it alone.
But it's all a part of, like, growing together and learning, because, like, you don't know unless somebody, like, addresses the issue,
Right.
and then you grow from it.
Like,
I just don't want you to end up like Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness, unless you're gonna hit it big at the end.
so kind of to relate it to this topic this week for technology, like people with phones. I've had my phone for like 2 years. I'm at the age now to where I just let my lease go up, and once my phone like actually breaks, I'm not gonna get a new phone. I don't need to worry about getting the new shit now. What's the only difference? Camera got 1 more megapixel. The screen's this much more larger.
No, you want 5 cameras instead of 2 cameras because you
Does
will
it
capture
text-
more bullshit.
does
all
it-
right?
That's
all you need to
fucking
do.
funny as fuck. But no, all I need
More
to text.
cameras, more bullshit.
Text, call, and scroll. That's all I gotta. That's all I gotta do.
Okay. I mean, it's not a bad. I mean, I definitely think technology is becoming more common because the older generation was. We said this before we started recording. They weren't so adamant about technology. Like, oh, we'll just do it man-made. We'll do it our way. But now that it's being like this thing,
Quick
lean on it.
Quick side note. Just got the text. Taylor got in fine with that, with her Cedar Point Pass, with everything.
oh, see, so she got in.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's all.
So you gonna send her the login information still?
I wasn't gonna say it in
She
general.
needs some cheese fries, man. Let her
Yeah,
get the car
man.
number.
Hey, she already got the add-on with the unlimited drinks.
Everybody
every 15
eats, man. Let her
minutes.
eat.
Unlimited drinks. Oh hell.
Yeah.
Man, she want to eat, not go to the
She
bathroom.
got money. She got her own money.
Facts.
Damn.
You know we like to bust your balls.
I know.
No, just to go back to the conversation though. Yeah, so I mean, now we're in a space where technology is more common because we even had a situation with the whole backseat Tesla driver situation. That story.
Hilarious.
So yeah, so the story reads as this: it says a California Highway Patrol arrests man seen riding in the backseat of his Tesla with no driver.
They got him in the picture there in 4K.
Just, yeah, 4K. Just got him sitting there. He's a 25-year-old man,
Millionaire.
millionaire. Oh my!
Do we have
goodness.
this gentleman's name or no?
Okay. Let's see, his name is.
Parama. There you passed it up.
Oh, did I?
Parama Sharma.
Okay, yeah.
Param Sharma.
Param.
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 Excuse us trying to pronounce this guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he was in the back seat driving his Tesla, and yeah, people called up on him like, "Hey, look,
It's like a mannequin.
this Tesla is just driving in. We don't see nobody." So he gets pulled over, and he gets his car taken away. And from what I've seen, like, he bought another one.
He makes enough. He's a millionaire to just buy another Tesla.
Pretty
Right.
much what he told the cops was after they arrested him and he bonded himself out on his way out of the building, he told them he's going to do it again because he has enough money to buy as many Teslas as he wants and he never plans on driving again.
Can't say he didn't warn you.
Yeah.
So they'll definitely be looking for him, but I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird. Like, how do you guys feel? Like, he's pretty much saving money on a driver. He's not doing anything illegal. It is like a part of the car. And the only difference is, like, unless like they have it in law, like, you know, you have to be behind the wheel of a car. Like, if there's no law that says that, is he really breaking any jurisdictions?
He may have found a loophole.
That's what I'm saying.
Could have been, but I don't know. You kind of have to be there to control the vehicle. I mean, say if anything fails on that automatic system, the brakes,
Which has happened.
The
Yeah.
National Transport Safety Bureau, or I think that's what the NTSB stands for, said it tested different type of Tesla vehicles on the same road, and the autopilot system could not be fully used. Investigators could not get into the system's automated steering system to work, but were able to use the traffic-aware cruise control.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know if they have laws against it yet, but I'm not even sure I've seen or heard something like they're got something in the works for something like this.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I get your point. Yeah, saving money. You don't got to pay a driver. You don't got to drive your car. But at the other end, are we gonna come into like an iRobot type of future
Right.
to where are we gonna rely on autonomous things to where we've even seen articles of where they develop their own language and we get taken over by robots by the time like I'm fucking 80 type shit. You feel me?
Well, just to keep speaking on this one, if I were him, I would have lied and said I'm testing right now for Tesla. Like, we're taking, you know,
Hey.
statistics. Like, what can they say at that point unless you need proof of, like, you know,
testing.
paperwork.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I mean, yeah, that was a bigger story to me when I seen that like a few years ago. Facebook, and many people probably didn't notice, got swept under the rug. They had two long-standing AIs called Bob, and I want to say Sarah was the name of the other one. It was something common, but they've been around for a while, and eventually they developed their own secret language.
Hell no.
And yep, and whoever was, you know, monitoring the AI, because I guess they got someone around the clock doing that, like 2, 3, 4 minutes in, he realized that he automatically shut them down, aka killed them. But and you know, they weren't happy about it because they had a lot of the algorithms. They've been around for a while, understood the way Facebook was set up through their algorithm and stuff, but they had to do what they had to do for the greater good of all people's privacy and stuff like that, which makes sense. Man, well, that's a freaky picture.
What the hell is that? Turkey neck?
I'll scroll up a little bit so I can see that.
Yeah, what is that?
So basically, I've watched like multiple interviews and like this is basically a robot.
And AI.
Don't
AI.
they have like these in Vegas that tell you jokes
Yes.
Really?
and stuff like that, and like sit at the bar and serve you drinks? Like, yeah, in some places they have like robots already doing stand-up comedy and stuff, and they go 24 hours, 365.
Hell no, man. I don't. I
So
don't like this.
pre-registered jokes that you just sit on there and you just sit and laugh at the. See, you're taking away there's a connection there that's missing. I don't like.
Right, and that's we're not going to get into this, but that's my whole problem with cancel culture and them just going after comedians, because do we really want robots to be our comedians after a while? Because comedians don't have enough creative space to say what the hell they want to say.
Yeah.
But that's a topic for another day.
I like that.
That's interesting.
I actually want to talk about that.
Right, like that's like, well, because like
We can
that,
dive into it real quick. Go ahead.
that
Speak
let
your
me
mind
do
on it.
another rabbit hole, because how you just say comedian, if they get run out of material, can't do it themselves. That's kind of like how they do movies. You see a lot of movies just get rebooted, different, maybe a different plot twist at the end, or try to keep it to the original, or different this or different
Or they
that.
take out certain parts that were offensive back in the
Right,
day.
right, to make
They
it
make
more
them
PC.
PC.
Ha. So, we do live in an
was
era.
that an IT joke?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't, but it was pretty clever.
Okay, that's fine.
But you see what I'm saying? It's like we live in a culture where things just naturally repeats itself. Whether it's history, whether it's a rerun of a show, whether it's something get rebooted, or it's re-release of the Jordans that came out 30 years ago that
Culture.
are 200% more now.
In a weird way, I feel like where we're at culturally is like, I feel like we're trying to reset everything and do it correctly after not doing it correctly the first time. But my thing is, I'm not trying to redo everything. I just want to move
Just do
forward
better.
with all the mistakes we've made. Just be sophisticated, be a good person. I don't want to have to relive what we went through and try to fix the little mistakes throughout time periods we're reliving in. No, I don't want that.
Like it's just, this is way off of what we were talking about. But like Disney recreating all their movies, Aladdin making it a live thing. It's like, why can't they couldn't just let the original live in its own space?
But they said like years and years ago they planned on making all those live action once they had the
Yeah, I do.
technology to
I
shoot
do
it on screen.
remember
So they
hearing
kind of
that.
like already like told us
Alluded
years
to
ago.
that.
Either you forgot or you gonna have to live through it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, again, technology is the future. So I think we have to be ahead of. We have to be in control when this.
Right.
When technology starts to become a actual like real thing, like
I
we
mean,
rely on.
It's very close. I mean, it's here. We're just testing the kinks out right now. It seems.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually thinking about. I know there's movies and I know there's shows about this. Do you think anybody has created a system with an AI and said, "We're gonna let you live within these parameters, but do what you want," type of deal?
Like an AI somewhere.
Yeah.
See,
Like-
what you're talking about right now is Westworld. Have you ever watched that show?
See,
Oh, I love Westworld.
No, I
What
haven't.
he's talking about is Westworld,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Really?
Like they were filtered to a certain point, but
Yes.
you've seen what happened when they broke that filter, bro.
Oh shit! I'm gonna write that.
No, John, if you want to watch any series, I would say Westworld is definitely a good one because
It's a great one.
It's almost like a glimpse into like how the world is going to be.
I want to watch that right now.
Yeah, because these. I guess I'll spoil it a little bit for you, but basically these like robots become more humanized and they start to have emotions, feelings, like their memory from their past life starts to come back into their space, and they're trying to like.
It's such a great show. The guy who played Hannibal Lecter, what's his name again? He's a great actor.
Anthony Hopkins.
A great fucking actor. He's
He
pretty
just
much
won
like the
he just won.
godfather of all of them. He created all of them. He has the most power. They're trying to get rid of him. But like towards the end of his life, like he writes up this crazy script, and all the robots. Because my thing is, he created this whole thing, and like he just had a bunch of investors back him. But I can't even get into it. It gives me chills. It gives me chills talking about it. You just have to watch his play be played out and watch the finale. Because the first season to me is the best season. I don't care.
Okay.
Second season's cool, but the first season was mind blowing.
What is this, Jacob?
So what I have up on our screen is just snippets from the Google I/O event, and what that is kind of like the equivalent to Apple's Summit, like when they drop other new projects.
Oh, they released it.
That's
Okay,
what they use as a summit for.
Yes, this is what's Google's.
Okay.
They
This
say
was this
I/O because it's input and output. That's how their little techie play on it. So this is just a description of everything that they updated or are going to update. So voice commands to where they look at that. Translated 20 billion web pages.
Damn.
Like, come on. Like, The stuff that these companies do nowadays is crazy.
You just said it. You know what? When you guys were talking earlier, and I said I forgot my idea. You know what? And I don't know if there's companies out there like this, and hopefully we can pick up a second job doing this someday. We will be great problem solvers. Like if our job was from 9 to 5 was to go somewhere, chill, and think about like all the BS going on in the world, and just knocking them out and just coming up with solutions and selling them to big
Did I
companies.
say this before? I said we have to create IOU. We're framing this. Nobody steals from us. We are a solution company. So if you have any issue, come to us.
Because we be coming up with great solutions that make
We
sense.
gotta get this LLC going.
In a life full of problems, I owe you a solution.
Because a lot of the stuff we say is logical.
See?
Logical,
Yeah.
correctly, like, morally correct. It ain't even got to be PC. It's just, I don't know. I think we get it, but that's for the world to figure out.
Real quick, man. Make sure you guys go follow us on Apple, Spotify, Podbean. We
iHeartRadio.
have business cards now. So we will be going to local spots. Our
Yes.
friend John here has been doing food reviews. So he's going to be dropping off individual cards to people who need them. Just to give you, conversation about
You can find them at.
what could be.
We don't just put Stacks, Apple grocery store. Just pin it up there.
If you have a cousin in Atlanta, California, New York, anything like that, you don't need it, mail it off to them. Just ask them to post it up somewhere. You know what I mean? If you ain't got to keep it, just do something positive with our business card. Because, I'm creative. I come up with different ways. Like, send our cards to bigger markets. Send a few of them.
Our card is so creative. We got our own QR code on it. You just gotta scan it. Takes you to our link tree. It couldn't be any more simpler than that.
Ooh, you want a cookie?
You got one?
Technology.
That's what some smart ass guy out there said who
Right.
also has a QR code on his.
Right.
I'm just
Like you guys aren't the only
yeah,
ones.
we thinking in your mind. We hear you. Bro. All right, well, back to the show. So what's up? What happened with this whole Google I/O?
So they just dropped like a bunch of different things, like Google Maps and live features now.
Like, are they trying to pretty much be in every area of technology from like the Zoom space
Yes.
to?
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhere in here, they're going to say something about 3D phone calls. They want to do that.
We joked about this on Discord. They just stole this idea from Star Wars. They trying to turn people into Obi-Wan Kenobi on R1D2,
Yeah.
R2D2. I mean.
So you're saying basically like they're gonna be able to like hold our hand open and then you pop up
Or even out of our watch, bro.
out of our watch.
Look
and
at
it shoots
this.
up.
This one's awesome to me.
Identifying skin conditions and okay, hold on.
So they're going to have like a camera setting where you take a picture of like you have like a rash and you can say, what is this? And they can tell you what it is.
They stole my idea and hurt me. Now, just pay attention. I'm
Oh
serious
shit!
about this.
Cliff about to go
No,
off.
patent right
I'm
now.
serious.
We're patenting this.
No, they already obviously
Too
got it,
late.
so I can't. I came up with something, and me and this guy are still friends. We're great friends, but I came up with an idea one time, and he thought it'd be too hard. But I was like, I bet you if I sold this idea to Google, they would eat it up, and clearly they would have. And I'm mad I didn't write them. I was like, I want to write Google an idea for an app called the What Is This app? Simply because they have the largest database in the world full of images, words, you name it. And pretty much you point your camera at something, say if it's this water bottle, even the brand, like it can break everything down in one huge page description from what's in it and all that stuff. And say like if you see an unidentified flower, point it at it and it will break everything down to you. What, helps it grow great, the Latin name, all
so
that
you're
stuff.
talking like all that shit, like the search.
Yeah, even like if
part
I
of it,
pointed
search.
at this microphone, it would tell me the brand, how much it was, how great it is, reviews, like just a app that you literally point at stuff, you take a picture and you let it load and the Google database will give you all the information on the image. Like it will focus in like how your picture focuses on you when you take a picture and it can blur out the back. Same thing with that app, and you call it the What Is This app through Google. They stole my idea.
So
They
listen,
hurt
just
me.
to feed off of that. So can they do something with movies as well? When you're watching a movie, say I see a jacket I like, can I pause it?
Google
and then-
Lens, yes. You can
Yeah,
take
that's
quick-
what I'm saying. Like maybe take a screenshot of that,
Yep.
send it to the What Is This app, like upload it, and then boom, they'll be like,
I use Google Lens all the time. You can like literally go on Google Lens. Just
show me right now. They stole
open
my
Lens.
idea.
So say I'm on the
and
no,
I
hold
can-
on, hold on.
this is a
I'm on
little-
I'm watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air, right?
Yeah.
I see Will got this fly ass jacket on. I pause it. It's gonna take me to where he got the jacket from.
It's
I
so
can,
hard
like-
though because
It won't take you to the exact thing, but if it picks up on certain nuances like the color scheme or logo,
It'll send you
then
the
it
link
will
and stuff.
search and you'll get whatever matches that. Sometimes it's correct. Sometimes you get close to what you're looking for, and sometimes it's off as fuck.
Okay.
Right, because
But-
those are troubleshooting
Right.
issues.
So, in my personal opinion, I think it works about accuracy about 75% of the time.
Wow,
Am I
that's crazy.
am I-
telling you, they're trying.
and
We're
my
testing the
personal
kinks.
usage.
We're testing all the kinks. So basically, the skin condition one is basically an add-on to that. So it's like a search engine, but based on skin conditions, and I think that's awesome.
That is awesome. So it sounds like they already started my idea, but
Yes.
on a minor scale.
Yeah, if you can say like, it'll pick up on this beer can and say, here's the logo, here's the company.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That was my idea. This was back in 2014 when I came up with this.
So listen to this too. Better
messed up.
together. Android users will soon have the app built into their phone where they convert their phone into a remote control for the Android TV operating system. Car makers are also integrating Android Auto wireless, and some cars will even allow you to use your Android phone as a key for your car as a digital key. It will work with the Pixel and Samsung Galaxy, starting with the BMW.
I mean, they kind of already got that though with like
No,
Mercedes and the
you can unlock
iPhone
them. You can unlock them,
and Fords.
but you can't drive it as your key.
That's pretty dope.
I think
That's
Tesla
dope.
maybe has that, but that's
Tesla might be the only
So you're
one.
saying like, say your key breaks and then I don't have a spare key, but I have it on my phone,
Yeah.
so I can still get around.
And I think actually electric vehicles, because I think the E-Mach has that too, where they only give you one key and your backup key is your phone.
Okay, but still, it's
It's
still
rare.
First, oh my, like
That's
come on.
progressive, man.
Like Project Starline, like
That's the video call.
three-dimensional calling, like how you did in the first Star Wars, like just or like Wakanda, like just a little thing
Doesn't it
pops
say?
up.
If scroll down a little bit, doesn't it say like on a wall or?
Yes, it says Google. Oh damn! Google deemed a new project it's testing that makes video calls look realistic. One person sits on the side of a half wall, and the other side of the wall is very realistic. Imagine the person is talking to you. Wow, that's
So they're basically taking virtual reality to the next step.
yeah.
You know what? This right there inspired me so much to when I really do have another great idea, I will write a letter next time. Because I'm seeing way too many things come out that I thought of like years, and I'm talking years
You
ago.
probably have something right now we're thinking about that's not going to come out till 7 years from now.
I've thought of plenty of things that, I mean, I've had great ideas I've thought about.
Well, you have to like patent it, I guess, like the idea, because if you can write them a letter and they can say that's a great idea.
But that's why I've never done it either. That's what my friend would always tell me. Don't do that because you're
How
giving
many
away free
episodes are we
ideas.
in?
But it's like, dude, I hate that there's a weird process in this world where if you're a creator or an inventor, you have to do all these steps in order for your idea to be recognized.
Secured
God, yeah, and God forbid somebody richer or just as smart as you just beats you to the punch and it's just like, ooh.
I'm not going to lie to y'all, man. I appreciate all you guys, and I feel like when we make it to this space, this is going to be who we started with because we all have the same initial mission and goal. Hopefully, greed, none of that goes into effect, but I think as a whole, we'll be the next wave of like how they created Facebook, how they created social platforms. What, 25?
This is episode.
This is
25.
episode 25.
We're recording.
Nice.
Say what?
So by
We're
the
at
time
quarter century mark?
quarter century, right? So by the time we get to 100 episodes, it's going to be brilliant.
I think that makes
shout-
it special that
yeah.
we're talking tech on the 25th, like, something progressing as we're progressing. That's awesome.
So real quick, shout out Leaders of the New. They just passed their 100 episode.
Yes,
100.
congratulations
Shout
to
out
you
to
guys.
y'all.
Yep.
We
Leaders
a
of
quarter
the
of the
New.
way there.
Yeah.
We're gonna collab with them soon. I'm talking to him on the OIG page.
Shout out to Emilio. Shout out to Zay. Shout out to all the guys
Yeah,
involved.
absolutely.
So definitely, man.
We'll see y'all at the top. We halfway up.
we quarter way up.
Quarter way up.
We're coming.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, man.
I like that.
All right. So another news. We have what, Jacob?
Yeah, what else happened in technology world recently?
Or just anything.
Outside of crypto being on a bubble right now, my money is up and down like a goddamn roller coaster.
Okay,
heard
so
about
I see the question. Would you pay for Twitter?
Oh man. So I was telling these
What
guys.
kind of shit was laugh was that?
Because like,
like
I wanted to
somebody
laugh
just-
harder,
I'm
but I didn't
clipping
want to be
that.
rude.
I'm clipping that.
It sounded like somebody just like tickled you and took your breath away.
But like I was telling them, like Twitter is in like collaboration with like OnlyFans, and a lot of people forgot and don't notice. I read a lot of news, and I remember a lot of random information. And pretty much, there's a light blue check for people who are going to use the free platform, normal Twitter, and then there will be ones with a dark blue check, and they're also verified, but they have a little bit of something extra for you. And if you pay that $2.99 a month, you might, see some extra things, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. So I mean, and if I'm wrong, people can comment and tell me I'm wrong and tell me what the $2.99 for. But I believe it was because they're doing a joint collaboration with OnlyFans.
This is the great thing about technology, Cliff. We could just pull it up here on the old interwebs.
Oh, you're right.
But to even answer before I even hear what it's for, I ain't paying for it. No, thank you. I ain't paying $2.
I always think it's ridiculous that companies offer a free product and tell you, well, if you're so loyal, you can pay a little bit extra and support us.
Y'all,
like, bro,
y'all got so much data from me already. I've been on Twitter since 2009.
Think about this: like, you want me to pay $2.99, and I made you a billionaire off of my information and being on here for free. No, thank you.
So I guess
there's a hack. I seen that.
yeah.
A lot of people are hacking Twitter and OnlyFans. Why?
No, Jacob, just look it up real quick. Twitter $2.99. Just see what it's.
It's interesting though because OnlyFans are starting to become more than just a porn thing.
No, it's for real. My thing is like you don't have to post naked or sex stuff on there no more. Like there's people who just post normal model pics. People who are just living their life. Like people who are really just a fan of you will pay pretty much you to see you in your everyday life. I'm
gonna start at OnlyFans and I'm just going to sharpen pencils. I'm just going to like do everything that's satisfying, oddly satisfying things.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Oddly satisfying.
Oh, I'm patenting it.
Patenting it.
Yep. Say less. All right. Here we go. So we got $2.99 subscription to Twitter. I'm not even on Twitter, but
I like Twitter. Don't get me wrong. I like Twitter, but
what's it saying, Jacob?
Confirm possibility of a paid subscription on the platform, which will open up access to additional functions.
So here we go. At the moment, function of canceling sending tweets. So what does that mean? As well as
So what? I tweeted something and then canceled it?
Oh, maybe like deleting it, like but it's still. I mean, it's
if it's offensive, they can't take it down, or
so pretty much you get exclusive features.
Undo tweets, collect tweets, bookmark.
Oh, folders,
okay. So you gonna let me pay $3 a month just to do 3 extra cool?
Well,
not
even
even
corrected.
cool
My
things?
theory was way cooler.
Your theory was way shit. People go listen to this episode as soon as they hear that part.
Hey, yo, Twitter, get with us, man. We got ideas for you. For
You
sure.
don't listen to that spot. Like, hold up.
You and OnlyFans need to get together. Just saying.
All right, Jacob. One more thing, and we'll get out of here. We'll get out of the fans' head. So,
all right. Let's see what else we got on there.
No, somebody asked, is Grand Theft Auto 5 outplayed or perfect because was released recently that it's coming to the next gen systems?
But I don't. My
it's
thing
a great
is,
game.
It's a great game.
It is a great game. It's an open sandbox. The map is big as shit. I can only imagine what the next one's going to be.
Online gameplay is great too.
But let me just put this in your mind because y'all were old enough. Grand Theft Auto 3 was out for, I want to say, before Vice City came out, for about 2 years. It took them 2 years to make Vice City. And then from Vice City to San Andreas, it actually took them like 6-7 years for real, because that was like their first big venture. Mm-hmm. And then from San Andreas to like up until the PS3 Grand Theft Auto 4, like how long was that period? Like another 7-8 years or something like that? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So they take their time making their stuff. And Grand Theft Auto 5 has been out like a decade now.
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's been out like a decade. It's been out since we graduated, I feel like, or 2012.
I think like 12, 13, maybe. I think maybe 8 years.
Because, and I feel like they keep pushing it back because you got to think about the new console coming, how much bigger the map can be due to the technology that they have at their hands, and just and what I appreciate about Rockstar, they put in real mannerisms. Like there's always like those little kinks on the maps all over the place, so it takes them quite a while.
It was released September 17th of 2013.
2013, so 8 years. So they will probably drop a new one in the next 2 years. But look how much money they made off of this one. Like they keep adding on, and you have to figure people are using real money online too for this. So they're gonna run the motherfucking piggy bank dry. Yes. And then you got to think about the next one will probably be out for another 10 years, and then they're gonna run that 10-year piggy bank dry. How happy would you be as a game developer, where your game can sit on the market for 10 years and you're making dollar over fist, and you're just making small tweaks?
Billies.
Yes, that's awesome.
And sometimes you even let the people mod, so they're just happy with your game. Like, go ahead, fuck it up for yourself. Buy another disc, crash your console. You'll come back.
Yeah, wow.
Because people are addicted to that violence, though, and that weird simulation to me.
For sure.
So I can say, not outplayed. I feel like it's perfect because when you have something that can sit on the market for close to 10 years and people talk about it almost every day, kids still demand it. It's a perfect game.
Well, because it has
Kids shouldn't play it though. I'll put that out there.
Because like I have a PlayStation 4. Even though all the 5s came out, they say, "Hey, look, if you play online, you get an extra $1 million a month until we release a new system." I'm like, shit, on your online account.
Really?
That's so weird to me because I've seen it. Like one of my buddies played it like to the point to like he peaked in it to me. He has like 3 clubs. He has a penthouse. He has like houses all over the map. He has tricked out cars. He has like all the nice guns, like the ones that do heavy damage, like with all the ammo. And I just look at him after a while, like I'll be sitting there and I'll watch him because it's semi-entertaining. But 10 minutes in, I'm like, what else can you do besides kill other people and keep collecting money that's not yours, and you're wasting time and you're running around for hours for simulated stuff. Like, and this is what got me away from video games when I still love games, but like this weird awakening, I was like, wow, and the game really sucks people in so hard to where they will spend hours doing fake stuff that they think is real when they can be doing this in real life and changing their actual surroundings. It blows my mind.
That's what a lot of people like, Cliff. People want to just live in fucking...
Like, how are you okay?
These devices, man.
That's like me in 2K. I used to like make those my players, and I was like, man, I was so invested. I'm like, but at the end, I was like, man, I could actually go play. I don't know.
In real life, yeah. I mean,
fuck, like,
it's a game. I mean,
it's cool
for you to relax. I
2K18.
understand that. Yeah. See,
what's that?
I haven't played since 2K18.
Really?
Because you realize you were trash. That's why.
No, I really realized that
I
I was
remember-
too good. But what were you gonna say, Ash?
Jacob throws me off, man.
Good.
He does.
Good.
I don't even remember what I was about to say, man. No, it's fine. So no, basically, yeah, people are living in this reality that's not really real, and we have these devices that we want to see places and do things, but rather just see it on the screen instead of actually just going to that place.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Hold on, let me also do this because I feel like I kind of crushed a lot of GTA players' dreams. Like, wow,
You
bruh,
did.
you know,
Why?
something
Why,
that.
Cliff?
So you know what? And because I'm a 2K player, I'll shit on us 2K players too. But I got off of it, so y'all can't hold it against me. It's just like Call of Duty or even Grand Theft Auto. It's kill, die, repeat. In basketball, it's pass, crossover, dunk, defense, repeat. And you're not doing nothing. And I think 2K might be worse, and you're spending actual money on VC currency and fake Jordans versus actually building a shoe collection.
I got all the ones on
where you can sell them online and make actual money. So you're going to spend a collective. I think there's some people who spend at least 2-3 bands on 2K, and it's like, yo, that's a shoe collection that you can flip to like $8,000 if you take the time.
Let me
to do
find out you
smart.
spending 2-3 bands on video games, but you don't got a car in real life.
There was one time 2K 15
Collectively.
or 14,
Collectively.
and I think I just had Taco Bell. Like I was in high school still. I bought VC for my guy.
I was mad at you.
You was pissed. They looked at me. They was like, "How'd you do get so good?" They're like,
Overnight, I remember being there the day before. He was poop.
no,
Came
no,
back the next
it
day,
wasn't overnight. It wasn't
65.
overnight.
and you bought like $75 or $100
Oh,
in
no.
VC.
I think total that I spent on that VC, because that's the only time I ever bought VC was that particular game. I think
It was
I probably-
$50 no, because it was you got 75,000.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I only spent like 50.
Guess what, Jacob?
Ever.
Foundationally, you're still trash at the game. So I would say it's like it's like that kid that shows up at the park with all the new fresh gear on,
Yeah,
but
the
he's still
sleeves.
collectively trash. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right,
That was me.
yeah, that's you.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And you know how
Thanks,
VC
man.
is, it's actually a real big cultural thing now, to the point where, like, I don't know if y'all seen the memes where, like, a lot of dudes who come in young have no tattoos, and then they say, man, they done got their VC up and got tatted the hell up.
Jordan Clarkson.
Yep.
Shoot, who else? Jason Tatum?
Hey, JJ
Tatted.
Redick.
Tatted.
The mellow ball, all those. But we'll save that segment for the next episode of It's On Us. Oh, we didn't even introduce ourselves, could we?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I am Ash.
And you got your boy Cliff here. What it do?
What's going on, everybody? I guess we're 30-some minutes in. I'm John, of course.
I got like a bunch of different names. I go by Jacob or Jake. For some reason, they call me the Grizzly Guzzler, which I don't understand, but hey, it works. And this is IOU Podcast. The real title, It's On Us. Glad you enjoyed the episode. Stay tuned. More content coming. Have a good
Hold
day.
up. Wait a minute.
Let him drop
put
his
a
gem a
in.
day.
Yeah, you don't forget about the open gym.
See, man, I'm sorry.
See,
It's
I'm over here
okay.
messing up. I know.
I know you have the attention span of an ass.
Hey, whoa, pause. Oh, just a reminder, there will be a short content dropping the first week in June, actually everybody recording at this table is going out of town this weekend.
Yeah.
We are joining Ash for his bachelor party in Miami, Florida, and Mr. Clifton is going
to Vegas for the first time, baby.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Cha-ching. I hope I hit a jackpot.
He said if he hits it big, he's never coming back to Ohio.
Oh, I'm coming back because I'm going to put this city on. My thing is I don't ever want to get big and leave. I just might have to leave physically because I read a weird stat. When you make it big, you can possibly die within the first 5 years of coming across new wealth only due to envy and jealousy. So just for those coming across a lot of money, move out of your area, and it's nothing to do with your area. You just got to grow. Go somewhere and be uncomfortable. So my gem for the day, and this is for all the young entrepreneurs coming up and to the people who grind it in and out every day. Here it is. Ever tried? Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Fail better. Samuel Beckett. You'll reach your success point at some point, you know? Just keep on striving. It'll be great.
That's been the episode of It's On Us. Y'all stay blessed.
Thank you for listening to IOU Podcast, where you can reach us on Spotify, Apple, Podbean, YouTube, and our Gmail is IOUpodcast440. And this has been a great episode with my boys, and stay tuned for next week, and God bless.